Now we know these groups are supported by the IRGC and the regime. We know Iran continues to support Hamas and Hezbollah. And we know that Iran is closely monitoring these events and in some cases actively facilitating these attacks and spurring on others who may want to exploit the conflict for their own good or for that of Iran. We know Iran's goal is to maintain some level of deniability here.
I feel about this conflict the way I think a lot of Americans with loved ones who have gone out to serve before. And it's that it seems intentional to have left troops at U.S. bases in Iraq, in Syria, and in Yemen. It's like throwing a marshmallow into a bonfire and then saying, why is the fire burning the marshmallow? Because you left it in there. You left U.S. troops in a region that is incredibly unstable, knowing very well that the United States is backing the state of Israel in a very violent conflict with Palestine, in a war with the people living in Palestine. And I think that most Americans, when they hear Janet Yellen say we can afford 2 wars, they consider human lives, not just whether or not the Treasury can issue the American dollars. And I think that it's a terrible decision to send more troops to the Middle East when what we should have done is as soon as our ally Israel decided to escalate this conflict, we should have brought those troops home to keep them safe from retaliation from a lot of groups like Iran, who does support Hamas, who does support Hezbollah that we're fighting in Lebanon. And I think it's ridiculous and intentional that the administration left troops there, because what does this give them an excuse for? It gives the United States military and the Biden administration an excuse to really escalate conflict in the region, which I think genuinely, based on their actions, is what this administration wants, but is very clearly what the American people do not want.
آنچه در مورد ما میگویند